Welcome back to the show, and we got another episode of, you guessed it, Lefties losing it. So I'm not going to do too much talking, but make sure you guys do go and subscribe to the second channel. It is called Extra Rich, XTRA space RICH. The link is down below in the description box. With that being said, let's dive in.
Unpopular opinion. If you have a credit card and you hate people who ask for handouts, you are a person asking for a handout. A credit card is somebody else's money. So for all you right-wingers who are all, oh, stop giving people handouts. If you have a credit card, you're a hypocrite. Yeah. Go look in a mirror. Also, if you have ever applied for a loan, you were applying for a handout. So, for all you extremists who are all, stop giving them handouts. Like, did you buy your house flat out? Did you, write a check for the full amount for your house's value? No, you did not. You got a loan. You asked for a handout because you couldn't afford a house. The credit system is a handout. And the fact that most of you can't see this. Go back to school.
You know what? I'm not going to even comment on that. I'm just not. I'm going to let y'all go crazy on that one in the comments, all right? I'm just going to let y'all go crazy.
So I'm at Fred Meyer. It's the local Kroger store in my area, and holy shit. They have fucking baby formula behind bars. What? I guess Kroger likes to starve children. What the fuck is wrong with these people?
That is because, more than likely, people like yourself voted for policies that created environments like that. Soft on crime, defund the police. When you do that, stores have to protect their bottom line from theft. The crime that you guys really don't care too much about. That actually matters. It actually matters. So stores lock up their stuff. What do you know? What a crazy concept, right? Goodness gracious, these folks, man. And they always brag, I'm educated, I went to college. Yeah, okay.
Let me make something abundantly clear in case anyone takes the content that I just made and the rage that I'm feeling and the context and uses it to twist it into their rhetoric. Fuck Trump and his entire administration. Fuck anyone who supports him. Fuck anyone who prioritizes the well-being of weapons over children. You cannot say that you are pro-life and that abortion is murder while this is happening. You can't say it at all because it's not up to you. But children are getting shot in schools. Murder is murder. Did you know that? That's murder. Mass murder. It's pretty bad. Where's your rage? Where are your signs? At what point do you stop caring?
The question is, when do you start caring? Because who are the people that have been carrying these things out? What groups are they a part of? What drugs have they typically been taking? Have you ever asked yourself that question? And if you haven't, I think it's about time you actually ask. I'll leave it at that.
Put a finger down if your husband is trans and he lost his job due to harassment. Put a finger down if someone has been following your husband and video recording him just because. Put a finger down if someone has came to your home just to intimidate you. Put a finger down if that same person who was a male decided that it was a good idea to ask you if your husband had twigs and berries in his pants. This is why we need to move.
Now, first off, I highly doubt that happened, but go on, man. Go on. Like, I just feel like some of these folks just be making up stuff, you know, just so they get some type of sympathy or something. That's just my humble opinion, but what do y'all think?
So here's an idea for everyone that wants to make their employees return to office. Sure, I'll return to office if my day starts at 9, not before. My commute counts as part of my day, so you get to make that decision. I can either waste half an hour or however long it takes people to commute, you know, or I can work from my desk. You pick.
Or you get fired. How about that? You just have no job at all. No job. How do you feel about that?
Well, one thing I do know about anything in this entire country of America is that if you are in a public space and there are white males there, you have like a 60% chance of dying in a mass shooting. No, not women, no, not black men, not Indians, not Asians, not immigrants, not Mexicans, not whoever. If you are in a public space and there is a white man, doesn't matter what he's doing, doesn't matter what he's wearing, don't matter how tall, fat, attractive, not, there's a white man in the same vicinity in you, there is a 60% chance he will murder you. Why? Why? What's wrong with y'all? Are y'all okay, like, genetically? Why are white men genetically predisposed to commit mass shootings? White fatigue, like, at this point, we have to start profiling. Like, no shade, we gotta start profiling these people.
Yeah, it's all fine and dandy until, you know, white people start profiling everybody else, and then it's racist. Of course. But it's cool if they do, but it's a problem if another group does it. You know, that's how it always is with Democrats, right? With these liberals. It's all right if they do something, but it's a problem if somebody else does.
This is for the people who, regarding the school incident in Minneapolis, insist on referring to the accused as Robert, which is that person's birth name, evidently, later legally changed to Robin. This is for you. My grandma always hated the name she was given. She was given the name Patsy. She always hated it, but she didn't want to hurt her mother's feelings. After her mother passed away, she decided to change her name legally to Patricia. Now, do I call my grandma Patricia, the name she chose, or do I insist on referring to her as the name she was given at birth? No difference. There's no difference. Your trans hate is shining through loud and clear.
You know, I find it funny how there's so many people coming out and defending trans, but not defending Christian children. You know, the ones that actually were innocently pine boxed. Goodness gracious, man. Find it wild. At least on the left, right? I've seen plenty of videos from folks on the right, you know, defending Christian children. It's everybody on the left. I have yet to find a video where they're just defending the Christian children. Maybe it exists somewhere, but I haven't seen it. Have you? Let me know.
Men, especially straight cis men, are inherently violent, and that is why the world is as fucked up as it is. You cannot change my mind. I will die on this hill. There's just too much evidence and proof out there to persuade me otherwise.
Alrighty then. All right. Fellas, how do y'all feel about that? Talk to me now.
One of the worst days of your life, check. After working from home for 6 years, what happens? Your work decides, go back to the office, even though we've made the company millions and millions of dollars working from home. What do? Just like all the other companies, rip the rug right underneath you. Go back to work. Right when the school year starts, kids All the programs are full. Daycares are full. All the cost of everything. And they're just like, fuck you. Go back to the office. Or quit. You have your choice. Go back to the office or quit. What makes these companies think that turning an employee's life upside down to micromanage them is the right thing to do? How is it right?
It's right because they're paying you. You have a job to do. And if you don't like it, then you can go work for somebody else somewhere else. And number two, where's the father to the children? Just ask. Because that's massively important. Not only for the kids and obviously development, but also financial reasons. Where's the dad? Where is he? It's an important question to ask.
I don't know about you, but I'm literally so fucking stressed out about everything that's going on in America. It's a lot. It's too much. This is not what we want. Like, what do we do?
Yeah, it is what we want. We voted for this. We voted for every bit of it. And as a matter of fact, me personally, I would like it ratcheted up quite a bit, you know? Times this by 10, Uncle Trump. Times this by 10. I know they trying to slow you down, brother. I know. But times what you're doing by 10. By 100 if you can. Okay? Because I love it. I love it. I want more of it. I want to see so many illegals deported. Once again, and I've said this before, that I never have to press 1 for English ever again. Ever again. I want so many illegals deported. When I open a manual on something that I purchased, there are no other languages within that manual. Okay? I want just straight up English. I don't want to have to flip the pages to find the English section. All right? Pressing 1 for English alone on the phone is just crazy to me in America. And then when I pull out a manual after I purchase something, now I got to flip through to find the English part? No, forget that. I want so many illegals deported that never happens again. It never happens again. I don't want to see some other language commercial on the TV. Don't want to see it. Don't want to see it. I was literally watching, my Buckeye Nation, OH, baby, OH, beat on them Texans, all right? And there was literally, I think it was Spanish, like a full-on commercial in Spanish that popped up. Full on, like no English at all. This is America. Why in the hell do I got some other language commercial on my TV? That is crazy to me. Absolutely wild. So deport every single illegal in this country. That is just unacceptable in my humble opinion, but y'all can let me know how you feeling about it in the comments, all right? Let me know if y'all saw that commercial too. If you were watching, Buckeye Nation beat on Texas.
How long do you think Donald Trump has before he kicked them out? 6 months? 3 months? Or it can come sooner than that? How long do you think Donald Trump has before he kicks the bucket?
How long do you think Donald Trump has before he kicks the bucket? There's something really mean that I could say to reply to that. But you know what? I'm going to refrain. If y'all want to say it, you can say it in the comments. I'll read it and probably chuckle a little bit as I'm reading it. But I'm gonna end today's show there. Y'all let me know in the comments how you felt about it, what you think about it. Y'all stay safe out there. Peace and love. I'm out.